Grace International Bible University study. God bless you.
Amen. Thank you so much. And Bishop Professor Rudolph Q. Senior, I'm the founder, Chancellor, and International Director of the Grace International Bible University worldwide.
Bishop, I encourage you to go much more closer to the mic for better audience.
This one.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's okay. So what I say before they rest and see their mother. Basically on the spiritual canopy of God this afternoon.
Yeah.
I believe I will not leave here the same because I'm heavily surrounded with big and great men of God, which I believe I'm going to be heavily inspired biblically and also blessing.
Amen.
Am I correct?
Amen.
Sure.
So what have you come for today? Even though we learned that tomorrow is the first commencement of the graduation ceremony for the Grace Bible University in Zorzor for the first time, even though you've been in Liberia.
To the question, so.
It's anyone.
Okay, thank you so much.
Anyone is abreast with.
Thank you. Okay, we are here purposely to officially launch the university in Zorzor, Lofa County, and to also consecrate our bishop, the first bishop of a county in the country, to ordain our pastors, blessing the ministers, and also conferring their degrees on those that have completed their studies with our distant educations.
And who is the man of God that you're going to be conferring as a bishop?
It's Pastor George M. Pewala of the Protestant Church.
With the exception of us, are there other men of God that will be ascended to new positions?
Sure, exactly.
Who are those? Are you one of those? What's it called?
Of course, yes.
From pastor to what?
Pastor.
It's a lesson pastor.
A lesson pastor.
Lesson pastor.
Yeah. Being a pastor but not lesson.
Is correct.
I'm going to be a lesson pastor.
So, I'd like you to distinguish a lesson pastor from a pastor.
Okay, thank you. If you are a pastor by calling, receive the call from God, and you are not being authorized to preach the gospel, you are not a pastor yet. The scripture informs us to lay hand on people, the head of the church, to lay hand on people, to ordain them. So if you have been called as a pastor and you are not been given the permission by the church, definitely you are not being authorized to preach the gospel. So if you do on your own. The Spirit of God will not really accomplish you much more. You need the authorization from the church, and you also need the ordination to confirm your calling. So we got step in ministerial journey.
I'm still not getting something clear.
Okay, let me make it clear for you so you can
You've
understand.
been called by God.
And you are called.
Okay.
Everyone been called to a Christian movement. In ministerial life, we have 3 stages. We have exhorter, we have lesson ministers, and we have full ordained ministers. So the first step is exhorter. This means that they give you a little authorization, the church give you a little authorization to preach. So once you are also, after that stage, they will look at your life, whether you are a bit improving, then they lesson you to preach fully. Then after lessoning you again, this means you have a legal right to do ministerial work as a preacher actually. But you cannot cross the boundary to conduct ceremony like wedding, baby dedications, burial. You cannot do holy sacrament like communion service. You cannot do as a lesson ministers. Until you be ordained ministers, then you will reach the full stage to do all the holy sacrament. So there are stages in ministerial life.
So basically, interest is almost like academic journey.
Sure, yeah. Step by step. So there are three stages in ministerial work.
That's quite interesting. And then what becomes of other people who are not in the place of ministering to people, like preachers, teachers?
Well, like this morning when I was lecturing my pastors, I said that there are so many self-called pastors today. There are so many self-called preachers, so many self-called prophets. Someone will just wake up by themselves and say, okay, I'm a bishop. I am reverend, pastor. Who gave you the authorizations? Who gave you the confirmations? The church must approve of your work. The elder of the church should come together to say, this brother, we need to send him forth to go on mission field.